Good morning, everyone. It's October 10th, 2023. I want to thank you very much for joining me in this episode, which is actually very important to watch because we're going to talk about a specific stock, that is available for pre-order right now at $25 per share. Interesting one because if you haven't followed IPOs from 2022, you wouldn't have known this is actually a company that's already trading public. But the interesting part about what they're offering now is that it is preferred shares. So this is new. They have never had preferred shares before. And with preferred shares, you'll be able to have a dividend, right? We'll talk about all that stuff. First of all, guys, consider joining my Patreon. By joining my Patreon, you'll have access to my Discord. You can join us at patreon.com/bullmarketwatch. Let me show you some examples. JD stock on October 3, 2023 in the Discord and Patreon, obviously. I left a post saying JD stock price at an inflection point. Earnings coming on August 16. Stock now trades at $38.89. For me, this is a major go, but know the risks before buying earnings. Especially in the market environment, most companies have gone down after earnings. So I did emphasize that in the environment we are in, after earnings, companies go down. All right, so what we ended up talking about later after that post into my Discord was that, you know what, let's just let it go for the earnings and see what happens, as most likely it's going to go down. Well, guess what, guys? It did go down. We were right, all right? So what I had said turned out perfectly true. So from 38, it gave the earnings, which weren't bad, and it went to 29, 23 that it is right now. Guess what? JD.com, in my opinion, JD the stock, at 29.23 is a major go. Now it is, all right? So now it is. This is perfect, in my opinion, right? For the patient investor, not for the one who wants to day trade, but for the patient investor. The other thing that I left, which was for a day trade if you were interested, there's various channels, and these aren't it. There's tons more than what you see here in the menu, but the day trades channel, we also have Dark Pool, which is just amazing. The day trades channel, guys, SVFD. So I left this yesterday. I left the post. It says 7:32 p.m. that you see here, right? That's Greek time, which is pretty much 8 hours ahead of New York, 12 hours ahead of California. So go back 8 hours, 12 hours back from the time you see it was pre-market. And I said that SVFD, $2.60. I left the screenshot, right? Here's the stock. It was trading at the time. If you have Webull or Moomoo, you have access starting 4 o'clock in the morning. And I said entry only at the current $2.60, what it was then, right? Entry at that would be good, in my opinion, for a possible sell at $3. So I'm saying these things ahead of time. People know entries and exits, right? And so it's perfectly clear, right? So what happened? The stock is right now at 301. It closed yesterday. In fact, it had gone actually up to 340 or 330 yesterday. It's at 301. All right, guys. So here is a screenshot of my Patreon, the different tiers. If you want to join us, patreon.com/bullmarketwatch. And let's go over to the IPO review of the day. Back in 2022, I had done IPO review videos, two. In fact, two IPO review videos for Corp Housing, as you can see here, right? So Corp Housing Group, 2022, 2 IPO review videos. And the company is already public trading. But you're not going to find it. If you search for Corp Housing, you're not going to find it because the company's name now is Luxurban Hotels Incorporation. And this is where it gets interesting. By the way, this is the max lifetime chart. So Luxurban Hotels Incorporation is available in the IPO center of Webull as a pre-order at $25. LUXHP is the ticker symbol that it is available. If you try to look it up, you might stumble on this, LUXH, and you're wondering, why would I pay $25 on Webull to pre-order it if it's available at $552? Because the $25 pre-order that's available on Webull is for the new preferred shares, where if you own that, you get dividends, but if you own the current one, LUXH, you will not get dividends. So it is available for pre-order, $25, expected to go public on October 20th, and take a symbol LUXHP. If you go to the Luxurban Hotels website, you'll be able to see the SEC filings and so on. Let me show you some things. Transaction summary. So here it tells you it's going to go on the NASDAQ capital market with the ticker symbol LUXHP. It's a public offering that is preferred shares, $25, and Alexander Capital will be the underwriter. If we open up the SEC filing and do a quick search for the words dividend, you're going to come up with this and much more, because it's like 50-80 pages long. But everywhere, like especially here, if you can see, it's missing, right? Yeah, there's a blank space, so it doesn't state exactly what the dividend will be. We'll find out once it starts trading. Who we are. It's capitalizing on the opportunity to lease dislocated and underutilized hotels, and they do have a partnership with Wyndham Hotel Resorts. If we look at the revenue of the company for Luxurban, they went from $8 million in 2020 to having over $43 million in 2022. Every year, revenue growth is very good. Gross profit, very good. Operating income goes from -4 to -3.46. If we go over to the total debt that you can see here, it's growing from 3.4 million to over 102 million, which to me is very concerning that they have such massive debt growth. Net income goes from -4 to -9.3 million, so they're not profitable. Operating cash flow -18 million. Investing cash flow -2.8 million. And the financial overview, they're going to tell you that their net rental revenue improved to 31.9 million from that of 10. Gross profit rose to 10.2 million from that of 2.9. Income from operations increased to 4.8 from that of 2.0, and net loss was 26.8, which included 28.5 million of one-time non-cash changes. Yeah, so we can see, like I said, they have a Wyndham collaboration overview. 17 Luxurban hotels to join trademark collection by Wyndham by the fourth quarter of 2023. 60% of which should be onboarded by the end of Q3 2023, which is good. Opportunity to introduce additional properties into the brand throughout the course of the relationship. Term is a 15 to 20 years, with Luxurban maintaining operational control and Wyndham to provide financial sales and operational support, including growth and working capital. 95 plus countries, 9,100 hotels. This is for Wyndham. 850,000 rooms and so on. All right, so it's a good partnership. Stock has been on the rise lately, but I think it's mostly, this rise that you see here is mostly due to the fact that they're going to list preferred shares. So that always happens. The regular stock goes up. After the preferred shares are listed, it should come back down and be corrected a little bit. But it is interesting, to be honest. It is interesting. Overall, I will not pre-order the preferred shares because I think that I can probably do some other investment better with 25 bucks a share. That doesn't mean that Luxurban Hotels is not a great company, but I'm just going to pass for now. With the environment that's going on in the world, and I don't know, a little bit of uncertainty. And I think you saw American Airlines, for example, stock has been going down and down. So I'm gonna stay out of this sector for a little bit. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I wish you all the best. Take care.